Hello, girls. Good evening. Hi, Silvia. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Carmen.
Hi.
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Happy.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Silvia. Okay, girls, let's going to start. If there is anybody to want to join us, okay, perfect. Yeah, he or she can do it during our lessons. Okay, let's start with our second part about comparatives and superlatives. Please turn off the mics in order to avoid any different sound, please. Julia and Carmen, please turn off the mics.
Okay.
Thank you, Carmen. Okay, let's start with a short review about our previous topic, comparatives and superlatives. We're going to compare in this activity two animals and how will be our procedures. I'm going to start with a comparison of two animals. And the next person that have to going to do that comparison, he or she is going to use my last animal to continue with the comparison. For example, I will start with B. So I would say that bees are shorter than flies. Las abejas son más pequeñas que las moscas. It doesn't matter if your comparison doesn't have any specific sense. It doesn't matter. The important thing here is that you can use properly the comparatives or superlatives in specific cases. So, following our example, I would say these are shorter than flies. So the next person would say, okay, flies, that was my last animal, flies are more dangerous than elephants, for example, just an example. And the next person would say, elephants, because those are the last animals, elephants are bigger than lions. Okay? Was it clear? Were instructions clear, girls?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect, Carmen. Everything is okay?
Really, the
Okay, don't worry.
it's not clear.
No? Okay. We're going to make some comparisons and superlatives exercise. So, we're going to start with comparatives. I want to start comparing animals, just animals. So, I will start, and I would say that, for example, cats are softer than porcupines, for example. And the next person would say, porcupines are shorter than giraffes, for example. So we are four people. We're going to start by myself. And next will be Jessica, Julia, Carmen, again me, and Jessica, Sylvia, and Carmen. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I would start with, okay, let's start. If it is okay for you, you can open online dictionary in order to look for any animal if you don't get it quick. I would start with dogs. Dogs are shorter than hippopotamus. Jessica.
Hippopotamus
Mhm.
are more dangerous than giraffes.
Perfect. Than cats?
Giraffes.
Giraffes, sorry. Okay, perfect. Celia, giraffes.
Ay, teacher, se había ido el internet.
Okay. Oh, Celia, you're doubling my screen. Celia. Okay. Jessica said that hippopotamus are more dangerous than giraffes. Celia.
Okay, teacher. What is the sample?
Example, I already told you that Jessica said hippopotamus are
Mhm.
more dangerous than giraffes. And you're going to say
And
giraffes.
ge-
We're going to make a comparison with giraffes.
and giraffes are more beautiful than hippopotamus.
Without hippopotamus, the other animal. The comparison is perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, animal.
I invent the animal.
Okay.
Okay.
Other different.
Okay. Okay.
Giraffes are more
The cat,
beautiful than,
the cat, oh, the cats are more,
no,
are, no,
the, the
I
first part
don't
of your
understand.
example, Celia, the first part of your example was perfect. Giraffes are more beautiful than other animals.
Ah,
What kind of other
okay,
animals?
than elephant.
Elephants. Okay, perfect, Celia. Thank you. Carmen, use elephants.
The elephant is more big to the mouse.
Big?
Okay.
Carmen, you said big?
Big, yeah.
Big? Okay. How can you establish a comparison with big?
Big with the mouse.
Okay. Elephants are bigger. We don't use more. Because big is an adjective with just one syllable, and we need to double the final G, the final letter G. So we said elephants are bigger than mouse. In that case, it is mice. Elephants are bigger than mice. Try another one with elephants, Carmen. Other comparison with elephants.
Um, the elephant is to uh, uh, heavy with the horse.
Okay, elephants are heavier than horses. Heavier because this example, this adjective has two syllables. So we also add ER part at the end. Later we will continue with this practice. Don't worry, Carmen. Thank you so much. Okay, horses. My turn. Horses are more elegant than snakes. Jessica, your turn.
Snakes
Mhm.
are uglier than 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 rabbits.
Rabbits, okay. Celia, please. Rabbit.
Rabbits are more are more uh, oh my god, no, are happier than dog.
And dogs. Perfect. If you use at the beginning of the comparison plural, it is important to complete the comparison with plural too. If you said horses are happier, are heavier than elephants, snakes at the end. Perfect, Sylvia. The example was perfect. Carmen, continue, please.
Um, I'm sorry. Remember the last animal, please?
Celia, what was
Rabbit.
your last time? Sorry?
Excuse me. What is the last animal, please?
Rabbits.
Thank you. Um, the rabbit is the most scared what the bunny.
What, sorry, what is the last one animal?
The rabbit is most scared with the bunny.
Bunny?
Bunny.
Bunny, what is bunny?
Baby rabbit.
You're comparing two different animals, Carmen. Yes. Bunny.
Rabbit.
Okay.
Baby rabbit is bunny, no?
Yes. And you said rabbit is more scary than bunny. Change one of your animals.
I'm
You
sorry,
need to
teacher.
start
I
with,
understand.
don't worry. You need to compare two different animals. Bunny is quite similar to rabbit. For that reason, it is important to change that animal bunny. When you make a comparison, you use this structure. For example, horses are bigger than flies. Okay? During this class, don't worry, we're going to work more in order to clarify some aspects about structure. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Thank you, Carmen. Hello, Paola. How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Okay.
Fine, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Let's go to follow with more examples. Let me a moment, please. We have here other student with technical issues. A moment, please.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, girls, thank you for waiting. Okay, let's going to talk now about superlatives. I'm going to give you some topics and you're going to give me one example about one sentence using one stuff from the topic. For example, if I ask Jessica about office, I would say, if I were Jessica, I would say, in the office, sentence using an object from the office, using a sentence with superlatives in this case. In the office, we would say, the coffee in the office is the ugliest in all parts. El café de la oficina es el más feo de toda parte. Si, por ejemplo, le pregunto a otra persona, school, that is the big element. You are going to find one element from the school to make your comparison. For example, from the school, teachers are the most patient people in all professions. Los profesores son las personas más pacientes de todas las profesiones.
It's correct, teacher.
Totalmente. If I talk about home, I would say that the kitchen is the most important place in the whole house. And if I say a street, I would say that the taxi drivers are the most stressful people in the highways. Puedo decir que los taxistas son las personas que andan más estresadas en todas las avenidas. So, from each place, you are going to catch one element to use a sentence using superlatives. Remember, if that adjective is regular, you're going to use the ending est. Funniest, biggest, thinnest, etc. But if it has two or more syllables, you're going to use the most expensive, the particle, the most expensive, the most patient, the most arrogant, something like that, okay? We're going to start with Jessica. Tell me something about home.
Okay. Oh my God. Let me think a moment, please.
Don't worry, take your time.
10. Okay. The bathroom could be the most or the cleanest place in all house.
Perfect, that is ideal. That is ideal, Jessica. Totally agree. Perfect, Jessica. Thank you. Celia,
Tell me,
tell
teacher.
me something about office.
Office. Okay. The office is the best place where you can work.
Perfect, Celia.
It's not
Perfect.
true.
It depends on the office. Thank you. Carmen, please tell me something about a school.
Okay, the school is the best place for have funny times with the teach the kid.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, Carmen? Diana, hello. Please turn on your mic, please.
Ay, siento mucha interferencia. Yo estoy escuchando como un eco y me cuesta mucho trabajo, pero voy a tratar nuevamente. Okay.
Thank you, Carmen. Try again. Could you repeat it, please? Could you repeat your example, please?
Yes, no sé si de pronto hay alguien que tenga un micrófono abierto que esté causando interferencia.
I don't know. Is anybody? No. Each mic is turned off. Yes. Okay, go ahead, Carmen, please. Carmen, can you hear me? Carmen, are you here? Carmen? Carmen, please write in the chat if you have any problem. Okay, we lost Carmen. Okay, Paola, please tell me something about a street.
Street, the Colpatria field is the tallest in Bogota.
Perfect, Paola, perfect. Colpatria's towel.
Colpatrias, excuse me?
Colpatria's towel. I'm
Okay.
going to write to you in the chat. Colpatria's towel. Towel. Colpatria's towel. Perfect. It's the highest building in Bogota.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Paola. Okay. So we're going to follow with some special cases. I'm going to share my screen with you again. Let me a moment, please. Can you see the slides? Girls, can you see the slides?
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
yes, teacher. I can see.
Okay, perfect. So we have some special cases as a lot of different things in grammar conditions that those kind of adjectives, some different uses, different structures. So keep in mind. In the same time, remember the previous infographic that I sent you, it included those kind of adjectives. So we say that, for example, but an adjective, its superlative is worst. The worst thing, something terrible, terrible, bad. And as a comparative, worse. So, ahora, give me an example with bad as a superlative.
The fast food is what?
Is the worst.
The worst.
The worst.
Is the worse than vegetables.
No. Remember that if
And
you
superlative.
that's superlative,
Superlative.
you are highlighting something in a negative way among a group of people. For example, iPhones are the worst cell phones ever. And highlighting something negative, that the cell phone is something totally negative in all the story of cell phones. So, please, Paola, worse as a comparative. Use please worse
Worse.
as a comparison.
I don't know.
Take your time.
Mm, the the most is words is words
Than what?
than rabbit.
Perfect, perfect. Mice are worse than rabbits. Mice is the plural form of mouse. So remember, you have to use verb to be for the plural. Mice are are worse than rabbits. Perfect, Pamela. Thank you. So in your right part, you're going to find far as an adjective. If we use far to talk about places as a superlative form, we use farthest. The farthest part of Bogota is Casuca, for example. The farthest condom in La Calera is called Sabanas de Occidente, por ejemplo. Entonces decimos bad como algo malo. La forma del superlativo es worst. Estamos señalando que algo es muy malo, estamos resaltando que algo es malo dentro de un grupo de cosas. Y bad en su forma de comparación es worse. Estamos comparando que algo es más malo que otra cosa. So, in terms of places, far, farthest, if we're going to use far to talk about places, to compare something, we use farther. For example, far, we have another term, another meaning for far. If we talk about place or time, if we talk about place or time, its superlative form is furthest. Or if we talk about place or time about far, we use further. As you know, good, its superlative form is best, and its comparative form is better. Sylvia, please give me a sentence
Yes.
with the adjective good in its comparative way.
Okay. The coffee is comparative. Yes. Coffee is better than than orange juice.
Ay, just a lie. Perfect, Sylvia. Thank you so much.
I
That's a
prefer
lie.
coffee.
That example was perfect. Thank you, Sylvia. Here, for example, late. When we talk about time, we said that we're going to use latest in its superlative form. On the contrary, we're going to talk about in comparison something to something. We're going to use later or late as an adjective in terms of order or first, second, third, the last one, for example. We can use in its superlative form last. And when do you talk about in terms of comparison, we're going to use later. Okay, little. In terms of size, we're going to use littlest as its superlative form. And its comparative form, sorry, we're going to use little or little in terms of countable amounts, non-countable amounts, we're going to use least or little. In terms of comparison, we're going to use less. So Jessica, tell me an example using little in its superlative form.
Mm, um, uh, a sant
Mhm.
is sorry is littlest. Yes,
Mhm.
littlest
Yes.
is littlest piece in the world.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jessica. Okay. We're going to continue with many, much, and some. Its superlative form is most. Its comparative form is more. Old, if we're going to talk about people or things, superlative older, comparative older. And finally, old, if we're going to talk about people, eldest, to highlight something as a superlative, and elder, if we're going to compare something. So, girls, we're going to make a short activity in this case. You're going to tell me one number from 1 to 8. And when I write your name here, for example, I choose Sandra. I choose the second. So those are my adjectives: intelligent, aggressive, and cute. So I'm going to talk about those three adjectives using comparative or superlative forms. I'm going to talk about as a short story, as an anecdote, as whatever you want, using those three adjectives, superlatives or comparatives, whenever. Okay, so start with Diana. Tell me a number 1 to 8.
1.
1. Okay, Diana. Your adjectives are beautiful, good, and bad. Okay, Jessica, please.
Number 6.
6. Okay. 6. Your adjectives are crazy, handsome, and ugly.
Sorry. Crazy, handsome.
And ugly.
Okay.
Celia,
Tell me, teacher. Number 4, teacher.
number 4. Thank you. Your adjectives: large, high, and clear.
I don't understand large.
Large, high. Could you see
I
the screen?
too tight.
Could you see the
What
screen?
is? Yes, teacher. Please, you write.
Okay. Large, high, and clear. You can see in the Excel upper part.
Large and clear, but I don't understand height.
High.
Height.
Yes.
Height. Okay.
Perfect. And Paola, tell me a number.
Number 8.
Okay, perfect. The last one. Your adjectives: efficient, demanding, and lazy.
What is it, teacher? It,
Efficient, demanding, and lazy.
okay.
Okay. You're going to have 3 minutes to prepare an anecdote, a short story, or whatever you want to using, of course, those kind of adjectives in their superlatives and comparative forms. Time is running, girls.
Comparative. For the
Ready, girls? Anna is ready. Do you need more time or are you ready?
I need more time, teacher.
Okay, Jessica.
Few minutes.
10 minutes more.
Oh my God.
Okay, girls, ready? Jessica, are you ready?
Almost.
Okay, 2 more minutes, Jessica.
Thank you. Okay, teacher, I think I finished.
Okay, Jessica, perfect. We're going to start with Diana. Please start.
Hi, teacher.
Please start with your adjectives.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah. Okay. So it's short, but it's so punctual. So
Oh,
the best for your health is to do exercise. In that way, you are going to be the most beautiful and healthy person. Stop to have those habits that are the worst ever. And that's all.
perfect, Jessie. Perfect, Diana. Pretty good. So
Thank
punctual. And those are better advice. Okay, we're going to follow with Sylvia. Start, please.
Okay, teacher. People say that Catedral Monserrate
Mm-hmm.
is higher than Mountain Everest.
Mm-hmm.
However, Mountain Everest is lar, larger
Larger.
than Mountain Monserrate.
Perfect, Julia. Okay.
I, este, Mountain Monserrate is the best place that you can visit. Mm, however, Everest Mountain is the clearest
First.
place in the planet.
Okay, Sylvia, perfect. You also used best. Adjective good for it. Thank you, Sylvia.
Okay.
Jessica.
Okay. Once upon a time, I was with my little sister doing some arrangements. I have to say that my sister is more crazy than my middle sister. We was walking,
Jessica,
sorry,
sorry to interrupt you. Craziest.
craziest.
Yeah.
Okay, or crazier, because in this case it's comparative. It's crazier. She is
Okay.
crazier than my middle sister. We was walking by La Playa Street when we saw the most handsome boy in the world,
Mhm.
Tom Cruise. We began to follow him, and he went to the ugliest corner underneath the metro. My sister said, "Oh my God, That boy is the craziest man in the world. That place is so dangerous. We went to warn him. Then we walked toward him, but when we was near, we saw that he wasn't Tom Cruise, a man more handsome than others in Medellin, but not the man. Now we are with the oculist.
Perfect, Jessica. So curious story.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're going to finish with Paola. Paola, please.
Okay. One day of work at the school is the most demanding thing that can happen. Since we start classes, Sebastian is lazier than Manuela. He often does not bring his work,
Mm.
his homework. Although also in the classroom is Thomas. He is the most efficient in the class. Although all my students are different, I love them all equally.
So cute, Paola. It's a common day in a teacher life. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you. You did it so well. Perfect. Congratulations. So, we're going to watch a video and we're going to reflect on it. This is an advertisement campaign from Gillette. And let me record it for you. Uh, its name is The Best Man Can Be. It was a polemic because too many people, especially men, were against of it because they said those men said that it was an unfair campaign and Gillette didn't have any specific justification to send this kind of message to all people. So we're going to watch it and we're going to discuss it.
Bullying. The Me Too movement against sexual harassment. Masculinity. Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it. Sexual harassment is taking over. It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
What she says is
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men. Men need to hold other men accountable.
Well, sweetie.
Come on. To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, man.
and small. But some is not enough.
Somehow we treat each other, okay?
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to watch it again.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity. Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
What she says is
and there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men. Men need to hold other men accountable.
Slow, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men. You want to play? You want to sit?
and small.
I'm strong. I'm strong.
But some is not enough.
That's not how we treat each other, okay?
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know if you know, but Me Too movement, I want to write it down in the chat. Me Too movement. Me Too movement is a social media movement created by a lot of women that had suffered in any time any type of sexual harassment by a word, by an action, or something like that. The company Gillette tried to make some sensibility or touch everybody in order to create some conscious about what is the role of men in this kind of society that we are treated so like an object. We are so sexual in any kind of message. For example, if you're going to see a publicity, you're always going to see a woman, naked or semi-naked or something like that. And that was one of the intentions of this kind of advertisement. So we're going to discuss about some points in that advertisement. So we're going to start with Celia. Celia, what do you believe this company wanted to express with that advertisement?
About okay, right. About violence against the women.
Yes,
No.
against women. Yes.
Okay, in the company.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
is a horrible situation that a lot women suffer in
Mm-hmm.
the worst. For me, it's very sad situation.
It's a terrible situation. Okay. Do you consider this only situation is in works, in companies?
No, in other places like universities, Transmilenio bus,
Mm,
different places.
different places. Okay, Zila, thank you so much. Jessica, for you, how is the best month for a society?
What is the batsman? The batsman? What?
For a society. For
For a
you,
society?
yes. How is the best month for a society?
What's mean a society?
Yes.
In what context a society?
As a community, as a school, for example.
Okay. Okay. I think the best month for a society and a school or in the city or in a town or wherever,
Uh-huh.
it's a man who can take position in the feelings of the other person.
Mm-hmm.
A man who could be able, yes, could be able to understand feelings of the others, animals, environment, rivers, the woods, everything, because our culture thinks that the men who don't use The man who doesn't use his feelings are the best men. And from children, they are teaching from don't don't feel anything, don't feel, I don't know, empathy, no sé, I don't know if that word exists in English.
Yes. Empathy. Totally agree.
Empathy,
It
yes.
is.
Then I think the best man is that, is, yes, somebody who could be to feel or take place in the feelings of the others, everybody and everything.
Totally agree with you, Jessica. Totally agree. Empathy is something that we need the most here in society.
Yes.
You're totally right. Okay. Thank you so much. And Diana, why do you think some
Yes.
people disagree with the message?
Excuse me, can you repeat the
Sure.
question?
Why do you think some
Mhm.
people disagree with the message?
What do you think about people disagree about the message?
Yes.
What people,
Men,
if people,
men who are disagree with this advertisement.
if men, well, I think that it's like a 50-50,
Yeah.
because the oldest people, so the culture before is like, the guy has to be in that way. That's the best man. I mean, so when they were kids, so their fathers told, they say, so you have to be strong. You can show your feelings. So a guy has to be in that way because a guy has to have many girls, and this is the normal thing for that population. But now I have a kid, so I have a son. I'm trying to teach him so other kind of values. So for me, and now for the actual, so the normal thing is to, you know so show your feelings, so a different way. So I think that there could be many people that disagree with this advertising, but there are the other, a big percentage of people that is agree. And I mean, I think that world is changing right now, and guys tend to change the way of think. So I think that's kind of good thing. So that's all.
Totally agree with you, Diana. Yes, unfortunately, we're I don't know, chauvinistic culture where men have the power and they have a lot of control of too much things. And if you're a man, okay, perfect for you because you can have a lot of women and you have the power and you can set rude words and you can fight and you can play with cars or something like that. Yes, we need more empathy, as Jessica said. Thank you, Diana. And finally, Carmen.
I think
Okay.
finally I'm here. Okay.
Can you hear me? Carmen, can you hear me?
Hi, you can hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Unmute your mic.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hi, Tish.
Perfect. But unmute your mic. You are with the mute.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tish. You
Perfect.
listen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now. Okay. What is your perception about this advertisement? Do you consider it is positive for women? Do you consider it is negative, positive? Why?
Okay. I think is different points for different people because um, the one people have the open mind is good, but the woman understand. but other group the people don't understand, and maybe the woman is affected for this information. Um, I think the abuse is not accepted in anything, in any place, um, and I I think about the boys, the kids,
Mm-hmm.
see the big boys, the men, um, eh, and but example is not good for the kids. And in this commercial, in this video, the kids see the father, the kids see the man, and it is too bad.
Mm-hmm. We are living by example. Perfect. Not just men, we as women, we have also a high responsibility to inspire respect, to give respect in the same way. Okay, girl. And finally, we're going to see some different examples about some special cases in superlatives and comparatives. For example, can you see the slides, right? Jessica, can you hear me? Can you see the slides?
Yes, teacher, I can see a slide.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, we can say, for example, in terms of colors, there are a lot of colors that we need to put the particle the more or the most. For example, orange. And for example, bees are more orange than grapes. We need to use that particle more in those kind of colors. However, in this case, red, the color red, it is one just syllable and it has one just vowel and it has two consonant nouns. Red. Cherries are redder than apple. Cherries are the reddest fruit ever in terms of colors. And for example, we have here, please turn off the mic. Carmen and Celia, please turn off the mic.
And yes, teacher. What is the question, teacher?
Apaga tu micrófono, por favor.
Ah,
Gracias,
okay.
gracias Celia. Good. Let's continue. Bruce Almighty, the film, is more fun than Evan Almighty. For example, here we have the adjective fun. I sent you an infographic with the information that could be funniest or funnier. However, in grammar, we can find this kind of structures, more fun or the most fun. Let's switch to Spanish. Aunque les había enviado en la infografía que fun podía decirse funniest or funnier, dependiendo de la forma superlativa o comparativa, nos podemos encontrar que en gramática también se utiliza more fun or the most fun. ¿De qué depende? Depende del hablante, depende de lo que ustedes encuentren. Van a encontrar en muchos foros, por ejemplo, en esta página Grammarly, que es una aplicación que pueden descargar tanto en el celular como en el computador, donde ustedes pueden encontrar que hay un foro completo dedicado para este tipo de situaciones, donde fun es bastante polémico porque se puede utilizar de las dos cosas. Gramáticamente es aceptado como funniest en su forma superlativa o funnier en su forma comparativa. Pero también es válido de esta forma. Así que dependiendo ustedes en qué espacio se encuentren, si es una persona, si se están dirigiendo a una persona que es filólogo o algo así, un cargo grande, entonces pues obviamente ustedes pueden utilizar funnier or funniest porque esa es la forma tradicional, because this is a traditional way that we knew about fun. Por ejemplo, también tenemos el verbo watch. Antes siempre nos habían enseñado que watch es para ver películas, videos o cine. Pero hace unos años, hace aproximadamente unos 5 o 8 años, watch también se puede reemplazar por see y no tiene nada que ver. We're going to see some videos, we're going to watch some videos. It can be interchangeable. It doesn't matter. And finally, we have one syllable adjectives. For example, big, in its superlative way, biggest. In its comparative way, bigger. ¿Cómo conocen ustedes cómo pueden intercambiar, cómo pueden conjugar en su forma superlativa o comparativa? Con la regla 1-1-2. ¿Cuál es la regla 1-1-2? Si tiene una sílaba, big. Si tiene una vocal, big. Y si tiene dos sonidos consonánticos, la B y la G. Ahí en ese caso le doblamos la última letra, como en el primer ejemplo. Big as a bigger, big as a biggest. It happens with all kind of just one syllable adjectives. If it has one syllable, one vowel, and two consonant sounds, we double the last one letter. Fat, father, fat, fattest. I'm missing, it was missing. That's okay. Father, fattest. Thin, thinner, we double the last one letter N, and thinnest in its superlative form. I'm going to send you in that case the infography about this kind of topics. For example, please, I want to share again with you. I want to share with you the infography that I'm going to send you in some minutes. Like this, here we can find the colors, the rules to establish comparisons and superlative sentence with colors. For two short adjectives. And also we have compare nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. For example, in the lower part, we have here, empanadas have fewer calories than hamburgers. Las empanadas tienen menos calorías que las hamburguesas. Podemos comparar contables y no contables. ¿Cómo sabemos? Fewer than, menos que, se utiliza para contables, lo que siempre podemos enumerar. Una estrella, dos estrellas, un computador, dos computadores, un cuaderno, dos cuadernos. Eso lo podemos enumerar. Less than, we're going to use it with uncountable nouns. We cannot count them. For example, feelings, less than. For example, I have too much love, less than my friend. Tengo mucho más amor que mi amiga. Feelings, beverages, beer, juice, teeny tiny things, for example, sand, rice, sugar. Those are uncountable nouns. For that reason, we're going to use less than. For example, my grandpa has less energy than my granny. We cannot count energy. For that reason, we're going to use less than. The structure is empanadas have the normal structure fewer than the noun than hamburgers. I'm sorry, fewer next to calories or the noun than hamburgers. And more, we use it with countables and uncountables, both of them. The lake received more visitors than the museum. El lago recibió más visitantes que el museo. Siempre es para expresar más, en términos de cantidad, más que algo. Siempre va a ser así. Y utilizamos more para decir tanto cantidades contables como incontables. Entonces, las empanadas tienen menos calorías que las hamburguesas. Las calorías se cuentan, utilizamos fewer than. The lake received more visitors than the museum. El lago recibió más visitantes que el museo. Podemos contarlo, lo podemos utilizar. My grandpa has less energy than my granny. La energía no la podemos contar, así que utilizamos less than. Y finalizamos solamente ya, para terminar, con adjetivos que no podemos comparar. We never can say that something could be more or less fatal. Fatal is something that has a terrible consequence. For that reason, fatal is just fatal. We can use quantifier, for example, highly fatal. Podemos utilizar cuantificadores que le dan como una impresión diferente, pero nunca los podemos comparar o resaltar en su forma negativa o positiva. Algo que es fatal simplemente es fatal, no lo podemos comparar con algo más. Algo que es completo, algo que es perfecto, no se utilizan comparativos con ese tipo de adjetivos. Para obtener una lista completa de ese tipo de adjetivos, pues solamente buscamos en internet uncomparable adjectives y nos va a salir una larga lista de adjetivos que no se pueden comparar para nuestras próximas clases. So, hemos terminado, niñas. ¿Tienen alguna duda, alguna inquietud con referencia a la clase del día de hoy?
No, teacher. Okay.
No.
Perfecto. Cecilia, Jessica, Carmen,
No,
¿alguna pregunta?
pero muchas gracias por la clase.
Teacher,
Señora.
I have a question. For
Sure.
example, in the when you was speaking about countable and uncountable nouns for comparing, for example, you say the lake received more visitors than the museum. But
Yeah.
if I have to make a sentence with uncountable noun, for example, the river, the Cauca River received more water than Medellin River. That is
Perfect.
correct. Yes.
Perfecto. Porque tú estás diciendo que algo recibe más que algo. Es una forma positiva de decirlo. Y como more
Okay.
se puede utilizar con un contable en un contable, está perfecto ese ejemplo, sí señor.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
¿Listo? ¿Alguna observación adicional? ¿Algo más que quieran decir?
No, profe. Pues lo siento, parece que mi computador está teniendo problemas de
No te preocupes.
conectividad. Entonces,
Eso.
afortunadamente tenía otro computador a mano. Espero poder mejorar para el martes próximo.
Tranquila, Carmen. Esperemos que así sea. Eso generalmente nos pasa. Entonces, tengo para ustedes un libro. No sé si ustedes lo han visto, leído algo así. Eso es algo que nos sirve muchísimo cuando vayamos a tener nuestras prácticas, porque a veces se nos escapan cosas de gramática. Puede que sea algo del día de hoy, puede que sea algo muy sencillo, un ejemplo muy sencillo, pero siempre necesitamos, pues, una confirmación. ¿Dónde estás, querido? Aquí está. Este libro se llama, de la misma colección de Internet para Dummies, Yoga para Dummies, todo eso. Tenemos English Grammar for Dummies. Es un libro bastante popocho, bastante gordo. Tiene 387 hojitas nomás. Es un libro electrónico. Eso es algo que pues les quiero dar a ustedes. No tienen que hacer nada, no tienen que leerlo, solamente ténganlo ahí porque más adelante puede que lo necesiten. Si ya lo tienen, pues perfecto. Si no lo tienen, pues guárdenlo dentro de la reserva porque ese es un libro que enseña bastante. Y es de una forma muy amigable, se explica muy, muy bien. Uno aprende muchísimo vocabulario leyendo ese libro y sobre todo uno aprende de gramática. Entonces, les voy a compartir eso a través del Skype y también les compartiré la infografía, ¿vale?
Ok,
Muchas gracias.
gracias, profe.
Profe, muchas gracias. Muy útil.
Que
Okay,
descanse,
have
descanse.
happy weekend. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Igualmente,
Bye,
con mucho
teacher.
gusto.
Bye,
Nos vemos
girls.
en siguientes
Bye.
juicios. Dios las bendiga. Se cuidan.
Amén.